People steal money, phones, maybe a car. But what kind of man steals a bridge, a truck full of Nutella, or 400 inflatable dolls? These aren't just robberies, they're pure madness. Let's dive into the top 10 weirdest thefts ever pulled off. 10. The Great British Wine Heist, Spain. Imagine a luxury London hotel, quiet and posh, with guests expecting the finest experience. Behind locked doors, a treasure trove of ultra-rare wines sits untouched. Now picture a thief strolling in through a staff entrance so smoothly, you'd think he was on a coffee break. No smashing windows, no alarms, just calm confidence. Over multiple trips, he walks out with 45 bottles of priceless wine, cradling them like delicate babies. The total haul, over $200,000. Surveillance footage looks like a man browsing a museum, selecting favorite paintings. The police suspect an insider because only someone with inside knowledge could pull off such a perfect heist. The wine? Never seen again? Next time you sip bubbly, toast to the mysterious thief who turned wine into liquid gold. 9. The Bonsai Bandit, Japan. Now in Japan, bonsai trees aren't just plants, they're living art cultivated over decades. In 2019, a couple who spent years growing prized bonsai came home to find 7 of their most valuable trees stolen, including a Shimpaku juniper worth over $90,000. This wasn't just a theft, it was a heartbreak. They cared for the trees as if they are their children's. These trees need daily care, expert pruning, and love. The couple begged the thief to water them or the bonsais would die. Imagine the thief's face reading that. This story isn't about cash, but loss, legacy, patience, and the quiet tragedy of losing something irreplaceable. Sometimes the weirdest thefts hit hardest. 8. The Barbie doll heist, California, a heist straight out of Toy Story. In California, just before the holidays, a truck carrying nearly $500,000 worth of Barbie dolls vanished overnight. Poof. Gone. No witnesses, no chases, just a truckload of pink plastic disappearing into thin air. Investigators suspected an inside job. Who else would know the timing and location? This wasn't just stealing toys, it was stealing childhood dreams. Except if he had a daughter. Most dolls never recovered, meaning somewhere there's a secret stash of stolen Barbies, maybe starring in a very odd underground auction. If you thought your toys had secret lives, here's proof. 7. The Nutella Nightmare, Germany. Who doesn't love Nutella? That creamy hazelnut spread making mornings better. In 2017, a truck carrying 20 tons of this sweet treasure was hijacked in Germany. 20 tons, that's over $20,000 worth of pure craving fuel. This wasn't random. The thieves knew shipment schedules and struck with military precision. It sounds like a candy truck crime wave, but honestly it feels like a group of sweet-toothed bandits who just couldn't resist. Police told the people that if anyone offered large quantities of chocolate via unconventional channels, should report it immediately. Imagine Nutella HQ losing their cargo and wondering if they should hire security guards with a sweet tooth. Crime powered by cravings. That's a tasty story. Now imagine people who really loved it, but no Nutella was available at the stores. 6. The Parmesan plot. Italy is famous for pasta and fashion, but Parmesan cheese, that's liquid gold. Between 2013 and 2015, mafia-linked gangs stole over 2,000 wheels of Parmesan, each worth around $1,000. This wasn't a cheeseburglar. It was organized crime at its finest. The thieves operated with military precision, snatching wheels under cover of darkness and moving them on the black market. Police created special units to tackle this dairy drama. It might sound funny, but Parmesan is serious business. Even crime knows cheese can be a prize. 5. The toilet paper theft. Hong Kong, early 2020, the world panics over COVID-19, and suddenly toilet paper is worth more than gold. In Hong Kong, 3 men robbed a delivery truck at knife point, stealing 600 rolls. The value? About $100. The social impact? Massive. News spread fast, and the idea that toilet paper was worth risking jail time made people laugh and worry. It was desperation meeting opportunity, perfectly capturing pandemic panic weirdness. A crime that tells a hilarious story about human nature. 4. The Great Canadian Maple Syrup Heist. Canada's maple syrup is legendary. In 2011 to 2012, over 3,000 tons disappeared from a secure warehouse in Quebec, worth $18 million. Thieves siphoned syrup from barrels and replaced it with water to avoid suspicion. This was a professional operation that took months. When revealed, lawsuits and arrests followed. It's hard to imagine a sweeter crime, literally. When money's involved, even maple syrup becomes liquid gold. 3. The inflatable doll robbery. Japan. Here's a crime that makes you say, wait, what? In 2006, burglars broke into a Tokyo warehouse and stole over 400 inflatable adult dolls. Not cash, not electronics, blow-up dolls. They rented a truck, struck at night, and vanished with the loot. Reports say the dolls were sold to a buyer waiting somewhere in the shadows. The dolls never resurfaced, making this one of the strangest trafficking stories ever. They would probably be making a dream-come-true harem with those dolls. It's bizarre and hilarious, proving crime sometimes veers into the weird. 2. The cheese heist. Wisconsin, USA. Wisconsin treats cheese like religion. So when thieves made off with $90,000 worth of Munster and provolone in 2016, it was huge. They broke into a semi-truck, disabled tracking, and disappeared. Turns out this was part of a bigger cheese black market. Cheese smuggling is real, and this wasn't a grilled cheese crime. It was a well-planned dairy heist, proving cheese isn't just food, it's serious business. Imagine a world where cheese is currency and cheddar is king. That's the weird reality these criminals lived in. 1. The Great Bridge Robbery, Czech Republic, and the granddaddy of weird heists. In 2012, thieves stole an entire 10-ton metal bridge in the Czech Republic. They didn't sneak in. They came with forged documents, claiming they were dismantling the bridge for railway work. Nobody questioned them. Workers, inspectors, officials all bought the story. Bit by bit, they cut down the bridge, loaded it onto trucks, and vanished. Later, it was sold as scrap metal. This wasn't just theft, it was an engineering heist on an epic scale. Imagine telling your friends, "Hey, I stole a bridge last week." It sounds like Netflix gold, but it's 100% real.